Hello, welcome to week 18 of my vlog. Apologies for the lateness of the video. I know I usually go out on a Thursday with these things, but this week has been utter chaos. Utter chaos. There's a big project going on which I'm involved in, which is taking up a lot of my time. Combined with that, I've had a lot of early starts to actually get to certain places, which has meant I've been awake a lot longer, which means I've been a lot more tired. So yesterday when I came to record the video, I kind of, well, I would have sat here and just stirred and gone. Combined with the fact that the rugby was on last night, so I was kind of busy and out with the rugby. So, yay, we won. Yeah, this week's one's a little strange to actually talk at. I'm trying to wing the conversation here to keep up with these videos, but this is one of those weeks where there's not a lot that I can actually talk about to the camera due to the nature of what I do. But it's also, I have a couple of topics that I'd like to talk about, but they're not fully complete for me to talk about yet. There have been some developments with the whole visa situation. It is all positive news, but they're not quite complete yet. Once they're complete, I'm going to actually talk about it on camera, because this is meant to track my progress through this visa application as well. So that is one thing definitely that's going to be coming in a future vlog. Still never comfortable with that word, actually. It's really strange. It's a very, very strange word to say. Vlog. It's just bleh. Anyway, yeah. I suppose a couple of quick bits to talk about. Two are interesting and funny YouTube channels. The first is called Honest Trailers. These are movie trailers which are, well, as the name says in the tin, they're honest. So they describe post-film and can contain a number of spoilers. There are interesting ones like the Pacific Rim one, and Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead, Iron Man 3, The Avengers, Spider-Man trilogy. They're really, really funny and very, very worthwhile watching. And the second one, you have to bear with me for a second because I need to actually bring an iPod up to view this. It's called Rolling Safari by Rolling Wild. And what this is a set of videos whereby, what if animals were giant round balls? Sounds very stupid, I know, but watching a giant rolling ball cheetah chasing a giant rolling ball antelope, it's rather funny. It's in fact, it's more than rather funny. It's really, really funny. The third point. What was the third point? Who am I talking to? The camera. See, this is what it's like with me at times, and especially when I'm completely tired, my brain goes off and I start talking to myself. Anyway, yes, the third point. The third point is Tabletop, the YouTube series presented by Will Wheaton, hosted on the Geek and Sundry Network, is crowdsource funding its, I'm doing this with my eyes because I can remember it, crowdsource funding its third seasons, because they're going completely independent from YouTube and Google. They're asking for $500,000. They hit that without a problem. The goal now is to get to $1 million, because that will allow the producers to actually create a spin-off series to a tabletop RPG show. Tabletop RPGs, the most well-known example is Dungeons and Dragons, but there are very many other variants. There's Numenera, there is Marvel versions, there's Star Wars versions, there's DC Comics versions, there's spy versions. Probably the easiest version to actually understand, the one I've played the most, is Fiasco, where you make it the story up as you go along and use bits and help from that. So they create a show funded around that. If you're into tabletop gaming, or if actually watch tabletop, it's worth contributing, just to actually help fund a third series and see a spin-off, because I certainly found with playing RPG games like Fiasco, the more you play and the more you interact with people, the more fun they are, the more fun you can have with them. It's great to do with a good bunch of friends. Certainly I've played a couple of games of Fiasco, and one of the best ones we had, we used the White Hole playlist set. And then basically our playthrough became a mashup between Aliens, Red Dwarf, and Spaceballs. Sadly, my character did not survive. I think, if I remember right, I was in the escape pod, locked with the Xenomorph, after condemning my ship and its crew to oblivion orbiting a white hole. I may have been an evil captain, alright? No judging. Anyway, that's enough waffling for this week. The aim is to return to Thursday next week. As I said, this project I'm working on with my work is rather demanding of my time. And I am addressing my work-life balance very well, and my plan is to stick to this being on Thursday, but if not, it may be pushed to Friday again. We will see, and hopefully next week I can fully talk about the visa situation that's going on. It's got me bouncing up and around, and I'm jumping up and down for joy, let's put it that way. So thank you very much for watching, as always. Please, someone send me a topic to talk about. I do find it hard to talk about things and trying to come up with a topic. I'm seeing a film this weekend, so I might talk about that next week if you're not careful. I mean, how long the last video was when I talked about a film. It was 20 minutes long. So suggest any topics that you'd like me to talk about. I'm very more than happy to take anyone's questions that go with anything. Thank you very much for always watching. Apologies for babbling on. I'm pretty tired and trying to wing this, as I've already said. So I guess I will see you all next week. And bye.